Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anaya. Please subscribe if you're interested in makeup tutorials. This video is about this makeup look, and if you're interested in the makeup look, please keep watching. The first step to anything that involves your skin is moisturizing. So usually I use this oil-free moisturizer by Neutrogena. It's for combination skin and it's oil-free like I said, but it's unfortunately expired, so I'm currently using this eczema relief cream. I just like to rub that all over my face. It doesn't break me out. I have very sensitive skin. So put some on my forehead. Just a little bit though. That's the part that tends to get more oily. Try to avoid my eyebrows so my product will stick. Okay, so the next thing that I like to do with my makeup is my eyebrows. So I use a little Avon brush, and I also use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel in the shade Taupe. My hair color has a variety of shades. It's gray, grayish blonde, brown, sandiness. So this is the perfect color for me. So today I'm going to do my eyebrows off of camera just because it might take a little long and I don't have the time. But if you guys like it, then let me know and I'll do an eyebrows tutorial. Okay, so now you can see that my eyebrows are done. They're pretty okay. Not the best, but like I said, I'm in a rush. So next I use this Cella. It says eyebrow defining gel, and it just makes it last longer. And it makes them kind of stiff, but you can't really feel it throughout the day. So now I'm just going to apply the gel and I'll just wipe it over my eyebrows. I try not to press too hard because once you brush out your eyebrow product to make it look more natural, it's pretty easy to wipe it away, especially with the liquid. So just comb that through. And I actually comb the hairs in the direction that I want them to stay in, because it does dry fairly quickly and it will hold it in place. So now for my favorite part, eyeshadow. So we're going to be using this Shani palette, if that's how you pronounce it. It was pretty inexpensive, I know that, but I do not actually know where I got it from. But if you would like to know, let me know and I'll let you know. So it has a nice range of colors, but today I already know what look I'm going to do, and so do you guys. So I'm going to start off with using this Too Faced primer and just rubbing it on my lids. I find that it helps to keep the color or make the color more vibrant. Even though my skin is light, I do have veiny eyelids. So I just rub it on my lids with my finger. So after rubbing the primer on my lids, I'm going to go in starting off with the transition color. So as you guys may know already from other tutorials, the best or most commonly used transition colors are orange colors. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the third orange color from the top, and I'm going to use my very fluffy blending brush. Take a nice generous amount and just blend that into my crease. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's very pigmented, and I really like to think that the primer is the reason for that. Wow. Tripping over my tongue today. Very pigmented, so you just keep blending, 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 because this look, as you know, does not require a lot of this color. I'm actually going to take this little more dense blending brush, to try to sweep away a little bit of the color. It's very bold right now for a background color. So I actually have my transition color on, as you can see, blended nice and well. And I just realized that my fan was on the whole time, so if the volume kind of sucked, I'm sorry. I'll keep that in mind for my next videos. So now the next color I'm going to use in order to make this look cohesive and really go together is a nice lighter blue color. I'm probably going to mix these, but just keep that in mind that in order to build depth, we're going to go from light to darker. So, okay. I actually decided that the fourth color seems to be the most appropriate as a transition color. So, I'm about to go in with that right below the orange, just leaving a little bit of orange left visible for the eye. Wow, pigmented. These colors are really vibrant. I've had this palette for a long time. And I'm telling you, you do not need expensive palettes to be able to do good eyeshadow looks. So I noticed that this blue color that I have is kind of light. So I actually took 2 shades down. And I'm just going to apply that right over top of that. Wow. Okay. This looks kind of creepy with one eye open, if you guys can see that, but whatever. Okay. And don't worry about any fallout or anything. As you can see, for my tutorial, I do my eyebrows and eyes first. It just helps with the messiness, to be honest. So just remember, guys, that there are points in eyeshadow looks that seem a little funky, and that's why we keep blending and adding colors. It's a transition point in between it. So don't get discouraged. Honestly, blending is key. And try again if you need to. This is a simple look, not wasting too many products, but I'm about to go in and do the other eye the same way. Just blending it and blending in a darker blue. Haven't already heard this tip, make sure you're using your hand on the end of the blending brush in order to get a better blend. Honestly, this brush is pretty fluffy, so it can still blend good, but it's just better to get an airy effect. And like I said, blending it out onto that orange, just letting the orange peek through a little bit. Okay. So now for this last shade of blue that we're going to use the one all the way at the bottom. No, it's not the darkest. It's kind of a royal blue, not close to navy, none of that. And we're just going to use our more dense blending brush. Tap, tap, tap. And go in underneath both of those blues. A little closer so you guys can see. Just going to go underneath and literally sweep. It's even, the brush is actually facing vertical. Just to get that depth, just sweep, sweep, sweep underneath both those blues so it can blend beautifully in with those blues. Wow. Focusing on the crease and below. And also remember not to put too much pigment in the inner corners, or else it will mess up the gold, or it'll be harder in order to get the gold to look popping. So I don't know if you guys can really see the difference. This eye has the darker blue blended in a little bit below. This one doesn't. But I also made sure I flicked up a little bit to make sure it's really blended in with the other blues. I feel like I've said the word blend at least 20 times already, but it's really key. You cannot, not trying to come for cut creases or anything, but I honestly think that we've come so far with the blending and teaching girls how to blend that it's like we're moving a little backwards, because we were already low-key doing cut creases before we knew how to blend. Let's be honest here. I'm honestly a little hurt that you guys didn't tell me I didn't put my chapstick on, looking crusty and dusty. But okay, so like I said, that was the last blue color that they were putting on, so I'm just going to use my regular brush, eyeshadow brush, I don't know what to call it, and literally just put that all on the lid. The lid where I did not apply any shadow before, and make sure it's blended nice and well, because we did all that blending. We didn't do it for no reason. So just take a nice fair amount and apply. And as you see, I'm packing and dragging a tiny bit just to get the best pigmentation. I'm even gonna go in a little bit because working women do not have time for patchy eyeshadow. As you can see, I completed the look with filling in the rest of the eyeshadow. If you notice that your eyeshadow isn't matching up for both of the eyes for any reason, if you made it this far, it should be a quick fix and we should be good. So now my face is still bare besides the eyes and eyebrows. So now I'm gonna go in with some liner. So with this look, it could either be done up or just done. But today it's gonna be just done. So I'm just gonna do a straight line of eyeliner. I don't think I'm gonna do a tutorial on that because I try to do it the most easy way so I don't make a mistake. But if you need a tutorial, let me know. I can make it real easy. But yeah, I'll be right back. OMG guys, I had no idea the eyeliner that I use occasionally is waterproof. No wonder it's so hard. I'm like ripping my eyelids off, taking it off. If you guys have any suggestions for good makeup remover wipes that are affordable, because anybody got time for all that spending just to wipe it off, let me know. So as you guys can see, I applied the eyeliner in a straight line. A little bumpy bump on one of the eyes, but it's not too bad. It can only get worse if I keep messing with it. So after I apply my eyeliner, I just make sure the inner corners are not too much eyeshadow within the inner corners, or else it's gonna affect it. So I just apply concealer to my under eyes and problem areas, and I'll get right back to you. So as you can see, this is the spots where I put the concealer, and I understand that a lot of people use foundation, but for me, I would rather try not to pollute my pores as much as I can. For an actual event though, I would try it. It's just, I noticed there's flashback with photos also, and this just keeps it light and makes my face not feel too muggy, gross. I don't know, it feels gross with too much makeup on my face personally. But I'm using these brushes. I forgot what they're called. They're not the official brushes, however they work really well, and I'm gonna be blending in a patting motion in order to really get the good effects and make sure I'm not wiping off the product. I'm about to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Oh wait, they're both Photo Focus, okay. Powder and Neutral Buff. That's the tone I use. I noticed that has kind of some pinky undertones, but I like it. It gives me kind of an airbrushed effect, and this is, I believe, $5, and the concealer, if I didn't mention it already, was about $4. So I'm gonna go in with a slightly smaller powder brush for under my eyes and just tap, 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 tap. The reason I'm tapping instead of dragging is to hold the concealer in place. Considering I do not use a lot of face product to cover up, I would like to keep it in place. So I'm doing that for both my eyes. Tap, tap, tap. And then I'm going to go in with the bigger one for the rest of my face. Blend it to your ears. I'm not using as much as it seems like. It's very sheer. And just drag it down to the neck, because we don't need any orange faces. Honestly, I haven't seen an orange face in years. We're doing better. If you guys have any good products that are affordable and really good quality, well, with my experience, I've experienced a lot of good quality products that have really good prices. So if you guys know any, just let me know. It's okay to get luxury stuff, like expensive stuff. Believe me, it's just on a daily, when you're using this stuff every day, I'd rather not get something that costs too much, because yes, I'm good with my products and saving them for a long time, but nobody got time for that. Every time you need to buy, it's like an investment. Yes, it is an investment, exactly what I just said, but too much, especially when you got other stuff you need to buy, like clothes, shoes, and all that, you know. Honestly, I'm really enthusiastic about makeup, and really I'm trying to buy more in different shades and everything to do other people's, but right now I'm trying to focus on myself. So as you can see, I blended the powder all out. I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion, based on the other powders that I've used, like True Match and stuff, it just gives a nice airbrushed look. I like it. Okay, so now to start off that inner corner, I'm gonna find a nice goldish color. I might even mix two, and I'm gonna apply it. So I'm gonna use these two colors and mix it. Just tap, 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 and apply it to both the inner corners. So now I'm about to go on with this NYX glitter primer. I like this. I really love this kit. It's holographic. You know, if you know me, I'm all about rainbows, colors, everything. So you just apply, or I just apply a little bit to the back of my hand. And since it's inner corners and not a full lid, you really do not need much. This is the amount that I put. And as you can see, it's kind of a peachy color, kind of nudie, and it's not white. And I'm okay with that. It does not make the difference. It's just basically like putting it over my skin for real. So I just tap a little bit on the brush and pat it onto the section. Please do put a slightly generous amount of this primer on though, just because this glitter next to your eyes can really irritate it. So let's try to hold it in place as much as we can. Okay, so now I have the NYX, am I saying that right? Yes, glitter, loose glitter. And this is very cheap, by the way, guys. I got it together, the primer and the glitter. But I'm just gonna dip it with my brush. And I'm not sure if this is what you're supposed to do, but as far as false eyelashes, I know that you're supposed to wait for it to get tacky, and that's just slightly what I do with this. But I also don't wait too long because I don't want it to dry out on me, you know. So I'm just gonna take some of this glitter in gold and just apply it right over top of where I put the primer and the gold eyeshadow. So this is one eye with the glitter on, and I actually, to be honest, wasn't too fond about how far it looks like it's coming down, to be honest. But I've just been wiping it away a little bit. I'm about to wipe a tiny bit more. I'm trying not to wipe too hard because of the concealer, and I'm pretty hot. Okay, but hopefully the blue underneath and the mascara will really make it come together. Okay, so now both eyes are done. Let's go on with mascara to see what's really going on with this. Okay, so one product that I can say is my holy grail is this Superhero mascara by It Cosmetics. It is kind of pricey, about $20 to $25, I believe, but it is so worth it. I'm about to apply this and show you why. So I promise you guys, these are not fake eyelashes. This is no mascara. You can't really see my eyelashes. They're very light. This is Superhero by It Cosmetics. Okay, let's just take a moment. Look up, straight, down. I really love this mascara. It really helps. I already know you guys are going to be like, well, not everybody's lashes are as long as yours, yada yada. I am aware of that, but I'm just saying it really helps. And if you guys use falsies, just imagine using this and then put it on your falsies or whatever order that you guys do it in. Popping, it is worth it. Tell a friend. This disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by anybody. I just want you guys to be popping. And if you guys would like me to show you guys how I apply my mascara, I can just say it right here. If I notice any clumps, I'll go behind the lashes, skimming my way up. I'll go in front of the lashes, make sure that I'm really touching the tips. Because like I said, my lashes are long and I need to get the dark color on it. just so you guys know, I'm not lying about using falsies or anything. I'm really passionate about my eyelashes. Like literally, if I don't wear any makeup that day, I'm still gonna have mascara on. So the last part of the eyeshadow portion of this is literally just swooping a little bit of the main eyeshadow color underneath our bottom lash line. Please do not add too much pigment. It can go downhill real quick. And now I'm just going to take a teeny tiny bit, a light layer of mascara and put it for the bottom lash line. I'm specifying light to the extreme because my bottom lashes are very long also, and I do not need it to look like spider legs hanging down. So let's do that. My goodness, I'm so mad. I just sneezed and the mascara isn't even dry yet. I don't think it did too much, but it just makes it look so much more dramatic. Like, I hope it doesn't look... It's like, it's good, but, you know. The bottom mascara, sorry, had a little brain fart. And I'm about to apply the Fenty Beauty highlight in Trophy Wife. I really love this highlight. Like, it doesn't go good with everything just because everything doesn't go good with gold. But I love it. And it looks even better when my skin is nice and tan, like in the summertime. I honestly want to get more. She's just so expensive. This is Fenty, not Fendi, Rihanna. It's like, but just applying it, and I'm just tapping it because it's very easy to look like a trophy with this. And I also like to blend it up a little bit closer towards the bottom of my eye, just because I noticed that if I apply it just over here, you can't really tell from the front. I don't know if the lighting is good, but it's the sun kind of moved from the direction that it was facing me and to the other one, but whatever. If any of you guys have any of the Fenty highlights, please let me know which one you have and which ones are hot and which ones aren't. Get me hip to any new products, honestly, that are good. Don't set me up now. And if you guys would like me to test things out, please let me know. So this is the final look. And no, I do not contour. That is just the cheekbone. I kind of suck at contouring. Maybe I'll get better and do it, but I'm okay as of right now. And I do not want anyone to get discouraged or believe that any of these looks are for people that's just my skin color, because hashtag no, it's for everybody. And honestly, like I said about the primer for the eyeshadow, that really helps with the pigment. So if you're struggling with the pigment, it could be a crappy eyeshadow palette or it could just be the primer. Okay, thanks guys for watching.